to another video. Now, ordinarily I wouldn't do a video like this because I don't really like to focus on creepypastas too much. Like, I enjoy reading them. I enjoy watching them. But unfortunately, I do not have any interest in actually, making videos on them. I enjoy watching other people's videos on them, but I just think, I don't know, there's really no creepypastas that I can tackle that, haven't really already been done to death. Like, I can't do Squidward Suicide again, because that's been done. And I can't do, I can't do, there's so many creepypastas out there that have been done, and cartoon conspiracy theories also, because this is basically what this is. But anyway, I honestly can't do any of that, because all that's been done to death. However, while searching on the internet, because I don't know, I just search random things on the internet. Don't ask. I came across this, because I can't remember what I was searching. I was searching, Ouran High School Host Club, Creepypastas, because I want to see if there actually exists such a thing. Because I was thinking to myself, well, there can't possibly be creepypastas for this show. It's too, cutesy and girly, and, well, not girly, but whatever. You know what I mean, right? But I eventually came upon this creepypasta, called The Truth Behind Ouran High School Host Club. And I read it, and it seems really, really interesting. Now, one thing I will warn you about two things. First of all, I'm going to read this creepypasta word for word. I think it's better read that way, and I think, honestly, if you're going to read it, and I'll put a link in the description below, to read it, but anyway, is that a plane? I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting distracted, but anyway, it has to be read word for word, because if you don't read it word for word, then it just doesn't, it won't work. You have to read it word for word. It makes more sense if you read it word for word. If I tried to summarize it, it wouldn't make as much sense, because it would be like, bleh. And plus I'm really, really terrible at summarizing, so I'm going to read this creepypasta word for word. Second disclaimer I have. If you are at all familiar with the Ed, Edd and Eddy creepypasta, this creepypasta is very strikingly similar to the Ed, Edd and Eddy creepypasta. And, I'll get to why that is in a second when I actually go through the creepypasta, but, anyway, just, quick disclaimer, and again, link to the actual creepypasta is in the description below. If you would like to check it out, click that link after you watch this video. But anyway, let's get straight to the creepypasta itself. Beneath the anime's cutesy style, nobody knows that the host club is actually possessed by the spirits of dead teens. Tamaki was a young boy. He was the biggest flirt at school. He constantly flirted with girls and then crushed them. He died when an enraged girl snuck into his house and gutted him. In the afterlife, he continues to flirt with girls he doesn't love. Kyoyo was the youngest of 8 kids. He was the one with the least potential to succeed in life. He did the best he could to become the best of his siblings. He died when he jumped off a building. Due to the pressure on his shoulders, he came to the resolution that suicide was the only option. Even in death, he tries to surpass his 2 also deceased older brothers and succeed in Mori was the kind of boy who was quiet all the time. He often tried to help his little brother and older siblings. He died when he tried to stand up to a robber and was shot. In the afterlife, he still remains silent and protects his loved ones. Haruhi was a girl who made herself look like a boy due to being a tomboy. She, like Kyoya, studied a lot to get a good place in life. She died when she was taking a walk when a thunderstorm started and she got struck by lightning. In the afterlife, she still tries to get a good job and develops a fear of thunderstorms. She doesn't join the club until she accepts her death. Hikaru and Kaoru were the last ones to actually die. They were a pair of twins with a bright future. They often pulled pranks on other kids. They died when they drowned while swimming on a trip to the beach. In the afterlife, they still pull pranks on other children. Now, you must be wondering about Honey. Why is he there if he isn't dead? Well, Honey was a little boy. He had an abusive father who constantly shoved drugs into his mouth. Ugh. Eventually he got schizophrenia. He was taken to the mental asylum that the spirits made into the host club. Honey's prized possession, a stuffed bunny he called Ushi-chan, was the only thing preventing him from sinking into complete insanity. But his mind was so gone he could see Haruhi and the others. They convinced him that he was a senior in high school and welcomed him into the gang. Mori protects Honey because Honey has the same face as his little brother, who he failed to protect. Characters like Renge and Nekozawa were Honey's caretakers, who played along with his fantasies. And that's the end of the creepypasta. So, what did I think of it? Well, I thought it was awfully similar to the Ed, Edd n Eddy creepypasta, or even more, the My Little Pony creepypasta, because the My Little Pony creepypasta, I feel like it's not the same thing. It's not like it's based on, like the My Little Pony creepypasta, you might, if you've read it, you know, I think they talked about in it, it's, the characters in the show are based off of, you know, people who actually lived and, you know, all that whatnot. But anyway, but I think it's very similar because it goes through it has the same style as that creepypasta, even if it's not like, you know, the same thing. It goes through all the characters, it goes through, their personalities, you know, it goes through how, you know, it's like the same style as, the, My Little Pony creepypasta, which is really interesting. And I actually quite like that style. I think it works a lot better than the whole Lost episode thing where everybody dies and it's really horrible and, you know, there's blood everywhere. It's like, that's so overdone, I think. And honestly, I like this type of creepypasta better because it leaves you wondering, you know, it sort of makes sense, but it sort of doesn't. And I really like, and also another thing, a good creepypasta, is one that, you know, keeps the reader intrigued. It keeps the reader interested. And it gradually gets creepier as it goes. And this one definitely does that. It gradually gets creepier as it goes, to the point where, you know, and every character is a step up in creepiness. Like, obviously Honey has the worst story. Out of them, all of them. And you know, it's like it gradually gets, like I was saying, it gradually gets scarier and scarier as it goes, and I really like that. I think that a lot more creepypastas should try that. And honestly, I really, really like this creepypasta. A lot of people have heard it, but it's definitely worth checking out if you're a fan. And I'm sorry that my voice is really quiet when I'm actually explaining the creepypasta. And by the way, if you are really a stickler on grammar, you know, this creepypasta, it has a lot of grammar issues. Like, it has a ton of grammar issues. So, if you are a real stickler about that, then you probably won't enjoy this creepypasta very much. But if you are a real stickler for grammar, try to look past the fact that it has all those grammar issues and try to enjoy it for just being a generally creepy story. And, you know, the fact that this is such a lighthearted... here's the thing. The fact that this is such a lighthearted anime, such a lighthearted show, also makes the creepypasta scary. Again, like the My Little Pony creepypasta, it plays off of the fact that this is a very lighthearted, you know, colorful show. And the fact that, I mean, like, and that's where I draw a lot of like, the thing with, in the My Little Pony creepypasta with, Pinkie Pie. And, same thing with Honey. Actually, Honey and Pinkie Pie are, very similar in how their stories are. Their stories are kind of like the tip of the ice. Well, they're not really the tip of the iceberg, but, like, they are the creepiest stories in the bunch. Like, all the other stories before their stories are, like, creepy in their own right, but not that creepy. But then you get to their, what did I just read? Like, what did I just read that was creepy? That was really, really creepy. But anyway, like, and I'm also going to put a link in the description to My Little Pony creepypasta so you can compare the two creepypastas, but honestly, I think they're very similar. I mean, and same with the Ed, Edd n Eddy creepypasta, which I don't think is as similar to this one. I'm not saying Ed, Edd n Eddy isn't. I'm not saying it's not a colorful show or it's not a very child-friendly show. And whatever. But I'm saying I find that My Little Pony and Ouran High School Host Club are very similar in, the ways that they are, in the fact that they're both really, really bright. They're really, I guess, bright. Yeah, bright. They're, like, they're colorful. They're very, they're comedy shows, I guess you could say. They're both, not shows that are intentionally creepy unless there is a scene that needs to be intentionally creepy. With what's his face? Nikazawa. But that wasn't that creepy. I mean, and that's why, I really like when, creepypastas do this. I really do. Because it's, again, I prefer this type of creepypasta so much over the very, very overused Lost Episode creepypasta, which I think is, it's not overused. It's just that, it's like, really, really, like, does every single show have to have a Lost episode? I mean, like, I guess some of them are good. Like, I like Suicide House, and I like Squidward's Suicide. But I mean, most of them are like, they're like the same exact thing. It's like, so there's a Lost episode that never got aired, and then everybody died in it, or whatever. And it was really, really bloody and gory. It's like, again, I prefer the creepypasta where they take colorful shows that are meant to be comedies, like I was saying before, and turn them into really, really creepy things. The truth behind kind of creepypastas, if you will. And that's how I categorize most of them. Like, oh, yeah. But anyway, I better wrap up, because I'm probably losing. Because I probably rambled enough. Anyway, before I wrap up, though, I would like to offer a shout out to, what's his name? K-Mac? Yeah, K-Mac. Who is my main inspiration for doing these, who was probably my main inspiration for doing this video, because he does a lot of cartoon conspiracy theory things, and I really like his, style. I really like, the way he, I don't know. But anyway, I'm running out of time anyway, but, and you're probably sick of me talking anyway. So, with that being said, leave a comment below, like this video. Leave a comment below if you, if you would like me to, do these more often. I might do these more often, depending on how popular this video gets. I probably won't do these as often as my other videos, like my rants and stuff, because honestly, it's hard to find material that hasn't already been done to death. So, I will try to find different material, more obscure creepypastas like this one. But anyway, so with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, whatever, and I will see you all in the next video.